Hello, hello. Can you see me? Can you see me? It's John Binnie. Hello, hello. I have finished a day of treatments at the Naked Revive Wellbeing Centre here in Haddington in Scotland, and I thought it'd be fun to show you me putting my equipment away. And I have this wireless mic, so hopefully no matter where I go, you can hear me clearly. Okay, let's get started. So first of all, I was just doing some final edits and sending on the client notes. So I always have my laptop with me. So I'm just going to turn it off, John. Turn off the laptop. It's important to turn your laptop off at the end of the day. You know that feeling when you turn the laptop, it's like, okay, I'm done. And I am literally done. I know I'm making a video with you guys, but there's no real editing for this. So after this, I just drive home. And I'm just going to talk you through the equipment I have. So just to be clear, for the first 2 sessions today, I was doing psychic reflexology on this wonderful bed. So that's a foot massage and then a psychic reading in parallel. And then I also bring a range of online equipment, as I call it, to myself. So I have things like I have my laptop and then this little box. It's called a Focus Right. Try and say that without swearing. And this little box basically allows a fancy microphone like this, which is you see me, it might look like I just have one microphone. I have 3 of these. And so this is the Shure SM7, although this one I got secondhand and it kind of falls apart a little bit, but the quality's amazing when it's not rattling. So that goes in this little bag. And then I also have a microphone stand. Now, you can have like much smaller versions, but like a wee desktop one. And I could, just thinking about it, thinking out loud, I could put a wee one maybe on top of the massage bed. But I don't know. It's never as easy as that, right? I don't want it like wobbling around stuff, whereas a microphone stand, you know where you stand. Okay. Oh dear. Right, so let me just compress this down. So I have behind me, I'm about to reveal a very large bag where I kind of camping style put everything together. And it's a little bit of a journey at the end of each day, making sure I've got all my stuff. I'll just show you this quickly. This is my little flyer, so I leave these out so that clients can pick them up. So I'll make sure I've got some of these lying out before I leave. It doesn't have Swedish massage or Indian head massage, so I'm going to have to create a new one of these. So I must add that to my to-do list. At the moment it says clinical reflexology, psychic reflexology, quantum psychic energy healing. And this might surprise you, or maybe not, but so far I have done, let me tell you how many quantum psychic healing sessions I've done. So no reflexology or no Swedish massage and no Indian head massage. The total number of in-person quantum psychic healing sessions that I've done in this place is 0. I've done none, which is so fascinating, right? And I think it's because, well, I'm guessing, I mean, I do charge more money for it, but I think it's also because people like the idea of, connecting with someone physically, and the physical touch part is definitely a big, part of, I think it's really, really helpful from one human to another, especially in, like, you just can't underestimate the power of human touch, with an energy, if I can say it, an energy of caring for someone, being in service to others. And it often takes me back to my memories of, hearing about the Bible when I was a kid, and hearing about how Jesus would wash people's feet. And I felt like, I don't know if reflexology was meant to be part of that or not. But it feels like that to me. I feel like it's really beautiful and subservient thing to do for others. Okay, so I think let's do one thing at a time, John, because I know you're talking at the same time. You're like, multitasking, John. Okay, so that's this packed up. So I have headphones, microphone, little red box, so I can close this. So just hand carry this box. And then put this down here. I can turn this heater off. And this chair, hang on, I'm going to have to get rid of this chair. So hopefully my microphone will still work. I'm just going next door. You can hear me talking, but you can't see me, so I'm opening a door. I'm going into the little bit creepy storeroom next door. And then going in here and climbing through, oh, there's a ladder to climb over. Oh! I'm glad you can't see me if you can hear me. I have no idea if this audio is just cutting out or what, but it's fun. Okay, and then trying to fit this little chair in there. Fantastic. Squeeze and back out. This is fun. Almost out. Oh, that hurts. Not too much. Okay, just a wee bang. And then, did it work? Can you still hear me? You can. That's great news. I can see my little audio indicator moving. Woohoo! Okay, that's me clapping myself. Right, I also need to take this towel away. So this black thing underneath is a very beautiful heated blanket. I'm making sure all that's turned off. And what's amazing about the heated blanket is that you can just put it on and heat your bed before your clients then come in and receive a treatment. Okay. Oh, there's some sunshine outside. I'll have to, before we go, I'll show you out the window. Why am I talking like that? Before we go, I'll show you out the window. One of my clients today in person asked me if I have an American accent. They were finding it they were kind of, I could tell as they were kind of quizzically looking at me like, where's this guy from? Like, where's his accent from? And I explained, that's right, it's not, I got a very mild Scottish accent at best. So I've not used these towels today. So these are clean, used, clean. So pack these separately. Wow, and I've got 3 of these blue towels, which are brand new and haven't used at all. These are dirty, so they'll need to go in the wash. And there. And then I think what I'm going to do is, because I know for sure they've not been touched. That's been touched, but not these. It's going to wrap them up in a wee bag. Remember, John? Future John, remember, there's been no usage of the blue towels. Okay. Just get a little squish in there. Great. And then just looking around for any of my oils. I think they're all gone. I've got a wee rubbish bag to take out. So I go, at lunchtime, I walk to Tesco's little supermarket nearby. So this is my bag of like massage oils and spatulas for especially the reflexology foot cream. So yeah, I just checking, this doesn't need cleaned. I've had it protected all day. Okay, good. But yeah, I go there and I usually get 2 sandwiches. And it's funny, I get like the cheapest sandwiches because frankly speaking, I don't really care if it's like super amazing, high quality or not. And but the food is lovely. It's like lovely produce, even though it's quite cheap. And so I just get a couple of those, and then walk back. And what I like is it gives me a chance to just get out of here, and in between sessions, I go I go outside into the reception area, and I just hang a boot, as they would say here. Oh no, there's still a blanket to go in. Okay. I knew there was something. Okay, what an exciting video for you. Let me know if you like these videos, my random banter as I close things down. I must admit, if you can do some form of presenting or something that you love while you're doing something other than it being a wee bit distracting, it's a lot more fun. It's a lot more fun. And quite a lot of you talk, for instance, to me about watching my videos with Patch when I go for dog walks, and it's really lovely that you come with us. So thank you, and it's lovely to take you here as well. So this, I can't show you. Hang on, I'll turn this around so I can show you. So this, it's my bag. It's actually like an army style bag, which I think is really funny and ironic. And what you can see at the bottom here, very clearly, is it's got big straps on it. Now, I'm going to have to take you off the stand. I don't really know what I'm going to do. So here to do this. So what I'm doing is just hooking in one side, so it kind of hangs off the arm of the mic stand. So this is the mic stand's now strapped on here. It's quite dark in the video, but it's strapped on across there. Now I'm going to have to do the same with the YouTube light. And your problem is you guys are on my YouTube light. So let me put you down. I don't really know what you're going to see for a moment as I do this. Let's just put you guys up here. Thank you. Don't fall down. I have this thing. I never enjoy like a bright downlighter. It always reminds me a bit of that thing you do the opposite way with a torch to make yourself look scary. It's like woo, ah, 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 woo, ah, ah. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan. I like direct light in your face. Let's see what happens if I turn off these bright lights. It's better. It's grainy. Okay, so let's put this on the other side. Now, which way did the straps go? I can't remember now. And it's annoying me because I know I need to go to the toilet. I need to go to the toilet, and I can't pause the video on the app I use. So it means I have to edit it afterwards. So I just need to join a couple of videos together. But you know what? At least you don't have to listen to me going to the toilet. So that's a bonus. Okay, so I have that. I have my laptop back here. So that's basically me, my 3 bags. I'll not put them on yet. Let me show you. And maybe if I do actually put on the light, you'll see. So this goes on my back. This I carry. This I carry. And that I put in the trash and rubbish bin. Okay, now looking around, making sure I've got everything. Nothing plugged in, nothing left. I was very good with my clients and made sure I had them like walking across towels. So I'm just going to take all this out into the hallway now. May as well take you with me. Just do one at a time. I always feel like if you empty a room first, it gives you the opportunity to, what's the word? You know, scan around and see, oh yeah, it's definitely empty now. And actually, maybe take you out and put that rubbish in the bin on the way out. Now, I won't be able to film while I'm carrying this stuff because, well, in part, it's very heavy. and they'll be difficult to present, but also yeah, that's a lot. I need my hands free, right, for carrying. Okay, so just making sure it's nice and clear. My rubbish is all nice and tidy and wrapped up. And this bed is fine. And I'm talking in this voice for some reason. I don't know why. Okay. We're done, John. That's not my towel. You're not my towel. You're off. I always like things off. And yeah, that's it. We scan around, final scan around, scanning. Okay, and that's my room, also known as the green room. Thank you so much. Oh, I was going to show the view before I go. The walls are really beautiful. There's sunshine out, and you could just see up here, you could see this very, like, it's almost like cherry blossom. I don't think it's really showing up on video. But imagine it's beautiful, because it's there. And quite often during client sessions, there's lots of music. This was the store cupboard that I was climbing in through to put my little reflexology chair away. Okay, we're getting there. And I can give you a wee tour, which should be fun. So welcome to Naked Revive. Welcome to Naked Revive. Do-do-do, a place of well-being and calm. So you come in through this door, and when you come in through this door, you go all the way through straight ahead to my room, if you're coming for a treatment here. Here's some of the classes that are going on here. Breath work, Pilates, yoga, breath work, sound bath. Fantastic. That's my jacket on the left. And then, shh, quiet please. So this is a reception, established in 2024. That's right, at the end of August 2024. And here's some beautiful products you can buy, and more. And so some of these, so just like me, there's other amazing practitioners, including Katrina, who does nutrition. Katrina's fantastic. And you can also see here there's a range of services for aesthetics and skin, breath work with let go, and halo hypnose, so hypnotherapy, and more and more and more. There's also, if you're familiar with the concept of a med bed, there's also this new thing called, for reasons I won't go into, its nickname is Danny, and it is a pelvic floor strengthening seat. So when it runs for about something like 20-30 minutes, and I'm guessing through this area here in the middle, it like sends these pulses of energy, and it seems to help strengthen your pelvic floor and a load of other things. It's good for men and women. This is a beautiful area here where I've run quite a few different events, like my psychic events. So it's also nicknamed the yoga room. And then in here, it's checking, there's no one here. There is no one here. Okay, and here we are in the, oops, I think that light was left on, wasn't it? In here, rattling away, are the coolers for the ice baths. So these are 2 ice baths, 1, 2, and these are the things that cool them. And they're filled up with water, and I'll give you a wee peek actually. In there, very cool, huh? It is literally cool. It is 5 degrees Celsius. It says up here. I'll not climb up because I've got my shoes on. So yeah, you go in for there, like into one of these for 3 minutes, so deep enough to go up to your neck in. And then after that, you can go in the sauna, which is nice and cozy and warm. And the sauna is really, really beautiful. So I've done it once. I've done like 1 3 minutes at 5 degrees Celsius. which is colder than the sea here, and then another 3 minutes, I think, or 6 minutes or something in the sauna. But yeah, it's just wonderful. And there was quite a few people in today having treatments. Just making sure that's all turned off and closed, which is amazing. And then down here there's a toilet and a storeroom. So with that, I'm going to leave you, and what I might do is either end the video completely, or I will add this on. Yes, do some editing, John. I'll add it on to a drive home video. Anyway, thank you for joining me in getting set up. I know, I promised myself I wouldn't keep editing and adding more clips, but I couldn't. I just wanted to show you this. So this is my backpack. It feels a little bit like a Ghostbuster sometimes. On the other side is the mic stand. I can't quite reach around. So yeah, now I need to like pick up these things and carry them, and head outside, and head home in my camper van. Okay, so it turns out I can walk and carry a lot of stuff in one hand. Let's see how this goes. So give you a wee guided walk back to my camper van. Now I've got the fear. I didn't know if I locked the Naked Revive or not. I have the doubt fear, which means extra walking back. But you know what? I'll only check it once. It looks locked. Let's just make sure it is. Closed and locked and lights off. Closing. Yep. Checked it. It's closed. Okay. See, I'm leaving a bit earlier today because my last client didn't show, which is really rare. So I just emailed them to make sure everything's okay, and I'll chat with them after that. It's tiring already. So this is Gavin Caves, the orthodontics. I always thought it was orthodontist. Maybe that's how you pronounce it. I'm going to take you through. So I think I'm going to go up this way and head up onto the main road. And there's like these wee cut-throughs that you walk through to get there. Tell you what, it's hard. As you can tell, I've brought too much stuff. I didn't use 3 towels. It's just far too much. That's the Victoria Inn, which is really beautiful. Great food there. It looks like a good place to stay over as well. The Bank of Scotland, so that's down one end of the high street, and then down the other. We're good to go. Okay. So we just need to head up this wee alley to the car park. Up here, the legendary long stay car park, which is great because I can park my camper van for free all day, and there's tons of space for everyone. Some people seem to keep their camper vans there permanently. Looks like a wee castle, that. Oh man, this is heavy. So just up here, on the right hand side is Tesco's, or wee supermarket. And then up to the left is where the camper van is. I tell you what, it is a good heavy walk, and I suspect when I get home today I'll be walking patch as well. And if you hang around when I'm not quite so laden down with stuff, I'll share a bit of some of the themes that have been coming through, and a bit more about the exciting updates. I can give you an update on those. So Up here, oh, there's one of those ANPR cameras. Just on that side, it must check to see when you go to the long stay that you're basically leaving the car park. And there's Binnie just in the distance. I feel like it wouldn't really matter if I was carrying this with one hand or if it's two. I guess it just is. Okay, almost there. Oh, it's a beautiful sky. It's funny, to me it looks quite pink, but I think to you guys it seems more of a yellowy colour. Always happy to come back to Binnie, a home from home. How have you been, Binnie? How was your day? It was okay, John. Oh, hang on, Binnie's a girl, I think, like Minnie Mouse. I never really realised that. Isn't Minnie Mouse have black and white as well? Okay, the reason for the name of Binnie is that's weird. It's going to lock itself. Is because it's a van, and it's much smaller than the last one we had, and also the vocals, John. Yeah, it's like the mini Binnie van is the general idea. Okay, so I'm going to have to put you down for a second. Let's just flip you around here. Hi, I'm John. Okay, take this off my back. What I'll probably do, if I'm really clever, if I remember, is I'll stop this video so that you guys, because when I do the driving videos I have to use like an AI noise cancelling system. I don't know, maybe you would have preferred that with all the noise I'm making. But I feel it's a balance of the quality and then a balance of quality and fun. Okay, let's move you again, so just helping you see, hopefully not up my nose too much. And what I'm doing is, I don't know, maybe this does interest you, I don't know. There's this, I heard I was watching a van life video recently, and I watch a lot of them, is someone saying that anything that makes life easier in your van, like do it. And isn't that cool? The microphone stand, it was like it was born to be in there. It's just in the windowsill, and then the YouTube light kind of fits down there perfectly. So and this is my mini guitar. So Binnie's guitar, literally. Last time I played that was for some board members of Amazon. But it's lovely, so you can just take it around with you. Okay, we're good to head back, so I'll start the driving video. I made it back in the driving seat. Okay, let's head home. I have already let home base, that I'm coming back. I'm just making sure my lights are on, and now I'm going to flip you guys around. You might even catch some of the sunset. And what am I going to share? Yeah, well, thank you for joining me through the Naked Revive video. That was fun. I find some of this is like very public, like shadow work. Like I'm saying to myself, John, why do you carry so much stuff? And it's almost like we had the saying, right? Like packing everything in the kitchen sink, and that's what it feels like. There's like, oh, it's gone the wrong way, John. The wrong way, John. Luckily, these these lines on private property are not legally binding, although I wouldn't want to test it. Um, so yeah, the fun part of just getting ready and heading home just feels like a fun video to share. Although I'm just catching glimpses of that sunset behind me. It's really beautiful and golden. I'm sure you'll catch some of it. Um, so let me share some of the recent themes. Actually, before I do, it's probably easier to do this. Share this other thing that's much quicker. Um, the first thing is that there's two new classes I'm now running, so they're publicly available for everybody. They're on the events page of my website, and I'm just about to start like sharing more about them, marketing them. And the first is the I've just renamed it because it was far too similar to the other one. Of the two different classes, the two series of classes. So I've renamed it to the um, the 5D Ascension classes. Great, right? It's not, there's no higher self, there's no quantum in the name, it's just fifth dimension ascension and or 5D ascension. And I feel like that's what it's really about. It's all about helping empower people on their ascension journey. So you don't need to be, want to be psychic or want to do this as a business. You can just, the kind of common denominator I feel we all have, denominator, the one thing we all have in common in the class is that we all want to continue to progress ourselves. And it's very much a journey of empowerment. So I feel like that's a big thing to follow. You can't see me, but I'm busy waving at all these drivers and thanking them for pulling in. Um, yeah, just pretend I'm a nice guy. Imagine I'm a nice guy. So yeah, they're kicking off next week, and I think I found a space on Wednesday. I'll double check it all. And the class times, I intentionally, not just because I have a very busy calendar, but intentionally these classes will vary. The idea is it's low cost, you can sign up, and you can attend as many sessions as you want. And we'll cover some of the topics from foundational training, might do some intermediate training, and then the others as well. Um, and I did actually create and had public for some time the 7 chakra training course I did, which one day I might revisit to kind of heal myself through because it was created just before I went into my deepest, darkest shadow work. What's that, the summer of 2023? And it's over 70 hours of very in-depth sessions. So interested to get the now reborn version of John, my new perspective on it, a fresh perspective. Anyway, back to, so that's the class there. The 5D Ascension classes. You just go to our website, pay a small fee, and then you get an invite with the Zoom link, and then you can come along and join in. Okay, next, we will go through the other class, and that's called the Quantum Psychic Practice Sessions. And the reason it's called Quantum Practice Psychic Sessions is because you'll notice that my services are called Quantum Psychic. And so Quantum Psychic means, first of all, it's the quantum part is like across space and time. You can do it anywhere in the world. And also the session themselves, they run through space and time. Just like I can not just take you to a past life, but I can also help heal your past life, help you heal your past life. Um, and then the psychic part, because we do psychic work, we talk to spirit guides and other beings from around the universe. So the quantum psychic practice classes are being set up at the request of the higher self trainees. So these are beautiful souls that have been busy training, just like I talk most publicly about Viviani Heller, and then also Chloe, who you've seen in some of the videos talking about her experiences on the training. So through those, I help share more about the through those videos. I was about to start rabbit holing and telling you all about the videos, but no, they've asked for regular practice sessions, and so let's see if we can get some of you guys to come along and get like a really low cost uh, like receive a session, and like everyone pays a fee, a small fee, and it's really just to cover the the um, the administration and the time. So I hope that would be helpful. And yeah, during that time, I'd be happy, depending on my workload around either side, I'd be happy to provide some sort of small taster session. So though this class for an hour, I don't think you get a full hour of someone's time. And depending on how many people are, if there's loads of people, it might be quite short. It might be like 10 or 15 minutes. But it's on Zoom, it's face to face, and you get to share and ask questions, and it's much more involved, and I feel absolutely worth the value. And plus, for these 16 or so people that are going to the foundational course, some of them will want to go on and do some of this. Plus, all the people previously have trained. So looking forward to that, trying it out to see how it goes. And oh yeah, so let's get on to themes. Let's talk about themes, baby. Themes. So I, it, you may or may not know that in my sessions, in my client sessions, I do some mediumship, so talking to often, well, it's typically loved ones that have passed over. Every now and again, it does include um, humans or the souls of humans that have come on to have gone on and become like a spirit guide for a client. Uh, Alan Watts was one of them. It's like, whoa. He's like a legend in my universe. And it was incredible. Like channeling him was just beautiful. And all the things he says, like hearing new things, it's like, this is great. This is gold dust. So I really love that. Um, but yeah, I've also recently in client sessions been doing these uh, mediumship, so talking to loved ones that have passed over, and I would say, um, it's a bit different. Like as I teach this in my intermediate training class, in that the human that's their body since died, but their soul, their consciousness is very much alive. It's quite different because they're much closer in vibration to us often. Not always, but they often feel much more like you're chatting to another human. Um, and I think it's also a place that still to some extent, but much lesser extent than I've ever had, is I have some doubts about the experience. I think in part because I'm so used to talking to high vibration spirit guides, it's almost like sometimes you're talking to these loved ones that have passed over and they're lower vibration than you, which is very unusual. Look at these big rain clouds. Wow, they're so cool. There's quite a lot of wind blowing through here as well. Those, I don't know if you can really see it in kind of 3D, but this rain cloud's almost like, it reminds me a bit like a cockroach or an insect, and its arms are like hanging down out of the sky. Oh, and there's a wee bit of pink straight ahead, and that's very beautiful. Um, just above that first layer of dark clouds from the road that you can see, it's for me, it looks very pink. Um, so yeah, I've been doing some of that. I also find the work it's very rewarding because you can see you can have a dramatic effect on people. And even though I hunger for details, I feel a little bit like a Hollywood wannabe medium sometimes when I'm doing the work, like the sorts of questions I want to know like what shoes you're wearing, what was your favorite drink or food, and all these details. But rarely am I guided to anything as detailed as that. Um, and I feel it's because of often the questions asking. Often we're asking how are they doing since they passed over. Um, I would say, and maybe this is just a theme for my clients, but they all, you know, I guess you need some sort of belief system to want to book a psychic session. So you need to at least be um, empathetic with psychic work. But what was fascinating is that I would say most of my clients that book me already have some ongoing connection. So they'll at very least be, spend time talking with their loved one, and they also just want to be close. And on that theme, now I really can't share any specifics. So I want to keep it this as really as high level as possible. But if you watch my video from this morning, I was so excited about the miracles of what would happen today because I knew I didn't have any confirmed bookings in the morning. So I drove in and I set up all my equipment, just like you saw me take down today. And I got the room nice and warm and I put on the music. And like, when my website says I'm available for bookings from 10 a.m., it means I'm in there and the room's set up and someone could literally walk in. And I think that's the other big difference with um, physical work is people are much more likely to be able to walk in and quite often do. So so that was important to me. And all I can say is to the beautiful soul that booked me this morning, you know who you are. And I was so um, humbled that you chose me to help you on such an important day in your life. It's a very important day. And I'm not going to say any more than that but I knew it was very touching, and it is touching for me to give and vice versa. And my client didn't tell me the importance, the significance of the day until after. And in many respects, I'm glad because it meant for a smoother session. Um, but it was just very, very powerful. Um, so thank you. And what else? Where else do I go with this? Other themes, Joan. That's what we're talking about. Another one was just helping. Like quite a few people have booked me to really just try my best with some whatever healing they're needing, and it is really fascinating. I guess we don't really hear much about the limitations of Western medical science, right? We don't. I guess it just kind of falls off the radar. Like there's no, there's nothing that says that. Oh, by the way, there's 80% of conditions we can't um, cure or whatever, or relieve the symptoms of. I don't even know what that percentage would be, and I'm guessing that there's very little interest in governments or healthcare is like trying to figure out how much of the percentage of people we can help and heal. I am really interested. I do think it's a really interesting number. I'm really interested also in my personal performance, how many people I can help with different challenges. And all I can say is right now, um, as long as someone's over the age of 18 and they're healthy enough to receive a session from me, I do have some boundaries, like I wouldn't do a session for someone while they're in hospital. Um, that I would give it a try. Like there's no promises, there's no, can't promise this is going to be a life-changing experience for you, but I do know I'll absolutely try my best. And in these sessions where I'm helping heal people, whether it's nervous system, joint pain, um, pain like phantom pains, nervous, problems with back and spine. Like there's just the list goes on, right? And often they're quite unusual symptoms. And all I can say is I'll absolutely try my best for you. And it's a real honor that you take a leap of faith with me and connect with me. And some people do have quite significant improvements in their health. And I remember watching a video about this recently, and it's some of it is also that, or a lot of it is actually that I'm. If you think about what I do, a lot of it is I'm talking to the person's body the whole time, and sometimes one of the key roles I facilitate is the mind, heart, and body connection. And so the more you of the client, so the more you bring these different parts of someone together, the more awareness you bring to these different challenges, and the bigger the impact you can have for someone. So, for example, what I used to do was hunch over a computer for hours and hours and hours every day, and it was so bad for my body, especially my upper body, and like um, my lungs, and it was kind of, it's almost like my shoulders would hunch over my lungs and heart, in part because I was stressed, but also to protect myself from the stress. And the reality is, if my body was moaning about it, I would just give myself a lot of negative self-talk. So yeah, really encouraging us to like not do that, and encouraging like really. I feel many of us have just forgotten how to talk to our bodies. Like no one taught us how to talk to our bodies, and yet some of the basics are literally life-changing. For example, the basics of, are you too tired to work today? Like just asking that question. And it did occur to me this morning. I felt really tired after doing client sessions, and then running foundational training last night to quarter to 11, and then up at 5 a.m. But it felt right. There was some about purpose today, but I still have some debt to figure out what I'll do. So maybe tomorrow I'll do that. Anyway, if all goes well, hello again. If all goes well, tomorrow night, my time, I will be doing a recording with the fabulous Linda G. So looking forward to doing a video with her. And it'll be great to catch up with her, see what's going on in the US and other countries around the world. And I'm sure we'll be talking to spirit guides and other things, other beings, to find out what's going on. But yeah, it's just a real honor to share my adventures with you today. This is quite a long video, right? But it's just what it takes. It's all part of the adventure, John. And I think I'd find this a bit much every day, like 5 days a week. But I love getting out of the house 1 day a week. So this is great. Anyway, thank you for all your wonderful bookings. Please do check out my classes. They're on the homepage of my website. It takes you to the events page, which has all the details. And I will also see you on Thursday on YouTube with the fabulous Viviane Heller. Thank you so much. And I'm pulling into home just now, which is also why I'm not stopping the video, because I don't want to crash into my house or caravan, my trailer. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Sending love.